So the Chinese satellite is finished. The only part I really replaced was this front tube here, which is a piece of brass, and then this section here I had to custom build. The bowl and the front fan are not glued on at all, but they do stick remarkably well. I don't think it's going to show up, but I did a lot of gray highlighting all over the place, mostly around the edges of the fans. In here there's some silver ribbing and then light gray on the outside. I put some silver along the front of the radiator fins there, and the turret's got a little touch as well. The fans back here, or the radiator panels, got the silver highlighting on those miniature squares there, and this gray that I replaced it with is Tester's dark aircraft gray, which is pretty good. It's definitely on the lighter side of medium, and I think you can definitely see the difference between that gull gray there on the top of the command bridge. The 3 decals went down fairly well. They did rip a bit in some places, but it wasn't too difficult to get them to fit back where they should be. They were really thick, and I guess that's probably a result of coming off a home printer. This panel here, it has a distinct warp to it. I don't know if it'll show up completely well. The engine bells, it took a while for me to get them into the proper places, but they did work out. One last thing I may do eventually is to drill some center holes down there so they actually look like they're going into the body. Other than that, there's not too much to say on this finishing piece. The Solva set definitely put the decals into any of the ridge lines pretty well, panel lines rather, and another hour or two and those should be completely fused to the body. Lots of light gray paneling all over the place for accents, and I think the silver on those radiator panels there definitely stands out pretty nicely. So that's about it. If I was really up for it for a new paint job, I'd go and mask off all the inner rectangles there on the radiator fins, but I really don't feel like doing that at this point. Silver highlights stand out pretty well overall, and then they disappear in the proper lighting, of course. Other than that, this was definitely fun to build. I was almost going to put it away for another week or two because I didn't want to do the last final modifications, but one push through and maybe about an hour or two, and that was finally it. So I'll definitely get some shots of this when it's hanging on the wall with the other the other 2 satellites, and the German one will complete the 4 when that is released, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. So I guess that's about it for this one. I want to keep the video relatively short. Unfortunately, there's not really any place to mount this. Possibly I could drill out this center hole here, and I'll consider that for the future. It'd just be a matter of cutting another circle of styrene to hide over that. There's one on each side of the body, so that will work out, and the more I think about it right now, I think the more I'm more likely to do it. The stand that I have here is exactly the perfect size for it, so what the hell, I'll go for it, and I'll get some shots later on of that. So maybe there'll be another video of this one, and if there is, you can definitely expect me to post it. So I'll catch y'all later.